My name is Dennis Adauda Junior, so I want to welcome you all to my online tutorial, and we're gonna be working very fast through few things. One, ways to apply CSS using inline, internal, and external, and box model, right? And so, what is inline element? Inline styling. Inline styling is a styling applied directly to the HTML element using HTML tag. What is embedded or internal styling? Embedded styling is a method of adding style attribute to an HTML tag using the head section. That means in the header, we use our style attribute to add style to our HTML tag. External styling is a styling in which we use link. We link both the HTML document and the CSS page. And how can we? Let's work through that quick in our code. So our HTML tag is h1. This is my first and CSS tutorial. Save. Go in our browser, reload. Loading our browser. You see that this is my first HTML tutorial. We go back in our coding. We apply our inline styling. Style, color, orange, font, family, size 50 pixel, text align center, text decoration, save, go into our browser and reload. That is inline. Boop. Let's move quick into our internal. Internal styling is a styling that we use our head section within the code in this our head section to do our styling. How can we do that? We come back here, say h2, how to apply internal styling. Go into our head section, h2, color white, say blue, text align, right, font family, font size, this is 70 pixel, just to increase it, save, go into our browser, reload. That is our internal styling. The next one is external styling. We say external styling is the method of applying our CSS to our HTML using a link. How do we do that? First, we have to create our CSS page. We come here on upper right and click new file. We say DAUDA. I'm just using my name. .css. I go back in my head section. Click link. Then I click my CSS name. I save. Then I go now into my CSS file. This hash simplify everything that will be done there. We cover the entire work. That means the entire web page. We're just going to apply one method. That is our background color. Our background. Acquire. We save. Go into our browser. We load. Right? That's one way we apply our external styling. We go back into our code. We want to apply our style to H2. H2. So to do that, we have to put this into div. Put it into a container. Put this into a container. Come here. We add an image. To add an image, all you got to do is to copy the image file folder and place it into the folder that you have saved the CSS and HTML work. So we add our image. It's a logo. Save. Go back in our browser. Load. Right? Go back into our code. Now, we are now going to apply our external styling to this. First thing, we're going to activate the internal to the image. One, come here, .intl img, curly bracket open, say width 200 pixel. Save. Go in our browser. Save. That's it. The next thing we do, we go back in our browser and apply that to our text. Our text is H1. So all we're going to do is to specify integer in H2. Go back into our H2. Curly bracket open, color. So white. Font size, say 60 pixel. Font family, save. Go into our browser. Reload. Right? Simple as that. Now, this is how we do our external styling. So anything we apply here, we affect this particular HTML tag, this particular information with the HTML tag, it will be affected. The next one we're going to look at is box model. Box model in CSS has to do with padding, margin, weight, the border. It has to do with it. The padding, the margin is the space around the element, I mean outside of the element, while the padding is the space within the element. I'm going to use the same method to apply. We're not going to use information here to apply to our box model. Now, next thing we have to go back into our CSS code. Now we're going to apply our box model CSS styling to the image and to the writing. The next we have to go to, we go back into our CSS. We increase the weight to 300. Next, we said after we have increased the weight to 300, after we have increased the weight to 300, the next we have to do is to add a margin. Margin, both top and bottom, we said 20 pixel, 30 pixel. We save. Going to our code, we say our margin is 20 pixel, 30 pixel. Save. We go into our browser. You find that there's a space both the top and the left. There's a space. Next we're going to do is we go back in our code. We add a border. A border. It's a border. 10 pixel. Solid red. Border radius 6 pixel. Going to our browser again. We load. You see we are added a border. So now we are applying the CSS Box Module. We go back into our code. Go to padding. They say the padding gives the total margin within the CSS element. So what we do, go to padding. Padding, we can say 30 pixel, 20 pixel. We save. Go back into our browser. We load. Definitely see what is going to happen. The next, we go back into our code. We add our border radius to 20 pixel. We save. Go back. We load. Right? So as you see, the border radius we are applying, our padding and margin, everything has worked. The next thing we're going to do is to apply this to our HTML tag. I will go back into our HTML head intel. We'll come back. We say border. We say 5 pixel solid pink. We save. Say margin 10 pixel, 15 pixel. Say padding 10 pixel, 15 pixel. We save. Go into our browser. We load. You see that? The next thing to make this our text, we can change the font size, the font face rather, font family. We go back into our code. We change font family to say display. Go back in our browser. We load. This is it. So this is how we apply inline styling, internal styling, external styling. We applied box model. We said padding. Margin is the opacity. That means they count the weight around outside of the element, and padding is within the space between on the left, on the right, between the element within. One margin is out. The radius is how you want your radius to be around. You can reduce the radius to the least. We can still go back into our code and we reduce this border radius to 60 pixels. We save, go back into our browser and we load. You see, likewise in our text, go back to our code. We add a border radius here. Border radius to like, let's say 10 pixels. Save, go back into our browser. See that? So this is how we applied inline styling, internal styling, and external styling and CSS Box Module. As we said, inline styling is a direct style to the HTML element using the HTML tag, while internal styling is a method in which we use within the head adding a style attribute to style the HTML tag, while external styling is a method in which we use a link both to the HTML element and that of the CSS file. So thank you again for following. Thank you for subscribing. And a few days from now, we're gonna post a new tutorial on how. So please enjoy yourself and let's work it out. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Liberia and bless Styles University.